Let's start off with this. I'm not doing any unboxing. I think I've done 2 unboxing of this already. So I'm just going to take you through the Honor View 20 and I'm going to tell you what really works for me. So I was there at the launch and started off with the design element, then the battery life, how it can charge for an entire day in about 30 minutes. That gives you a full charge, that's for sure. The 48 megapixel camera, and then they got into detail with what all can you achieve with the 48 megapixel camera. In fact, the most interesting part, which I'm showing you right now, is how they had zoomed in to the picture. And then they kept showing that, that zoom comes from this picture. They went to 1, 2, 3 levels of that zoom. So 48 megapixel, I think for that made a lot of interesting choices. What else did they do with it? The optics, the punch hole camera, or in-screen camera as they call it, and then some add-ons that I had absolutely no idea about. Take a look. This is our review.
Shattering the glass ceiling might be a thing of the past in the smartphone world because one company has shattered it only to become the first phone with an in-display camera. Honor has punched the notch to give a front camera in a punch hole display on the View 20. And yes, this phone comes with a number of world firsts, but we'll get to that in just a bit. Priced at 37,999 rupees for the 6GB RAM variant, does Honor's flagship make competition sit up and take notice? And have they cracked the pricing?
The one thing that we're going to aspire for is a consumer-centric company. And probably the change that you would see is from the consumer-centric company to a consumer-centric brand. There is a difference between the two. And we believe with the brand, our approach is how we can make sure the technology that we have, we can democratize it to the maximum number of people. So the technology will remain, but the pricing, what it helps is it's going to add value. So therefore, democratization of technology will help us to go as much as consumer as possible. What we are trying to offer is within the technology, how much we can offer more. With the price point that we've present, like 9 Lite in the last year and all, we've seen design and technology was the core area. With this device, probably we're taking a notch up. What we're adding a more layer to is the dependability part of it. You are saying we are online present, we are going to be present in offline, which means consumer has their choices, please go and buy where you want. The other thing is in terms of the dependability would be like the service centers and all. So probably we had 20 exclusive centers, now we are adding 20 more.
Let's take a good look at the phone. Honor has always gone all out with the designs of its phones, and this flagship is no exception. In fact, it comes with a V-reflection patterned back that bounces off light. It's very attractive to look at, especially this sapphire blue color, and it screams for attention. The phone is good to hold in the hand and offers a comfortable grip as well. The top of the phone has a 3.5mm headphone jack that we continue to remain fans of. And when we are talking about design, the most striking thing is the unique punch hole display this phone sports. It is small at 4.5mm and houses a 25 megapixel AI front camera. There is a 6.4-inch Full HD Plus screen. But the display is not the headlining factor in this phone. It is this, the rear camera that has a whopping 48 megapixel lens with a Sony IMX586 sensor. This is a dual camera setup with the second camera being the TOF or time of flight sensor that provides 3D depth. The camera is very good, but where we really found it to excel was the AI Ultra Clarity mode that really brings the 48 megapixels alive and shows every aspect of an image in quite some detail. The AI on this camera is also good and the images were not too rich or artificial looking. Honor claims the camera can detect 1500 plus scenarios. There is also a 960 frames per second super slow motion mode which worked well when we tested it. The front camera also has an AI mode, though the colors were quite saturated in daylight. Honor View 20 runs on Android 9 Pie topped with Magic UI. There is a high-end Kirin 980 chipset which has a 7nm architecture. There is a 4000 mAh battery on board which feels more than sufficient. The supercharger that comes with the phone is a big plus. And this brings us to our verdict. The Honor View 20 is the first flagship of 2019 and seems to have left no stone unturned in this regard. It is on the higher side when it comes to the price, and the 8GB RAM variant of the phone is priced at 45,999 rupees. But the performance of the phone, along with its 48 megapixel camera, is superior even at this price point. The punch hole camera is going to be the trend of 2019, and with that, Honor View 20 is definitely the trendsetter here. So if you're looking at a shiny new phone with cutting-edge features that won't be outdated, at least this year, then the View 20 is a good choice.